This is the 18 WJTS News.
Hello and welcome to the 18 WJTS News for this Wednesday, December 24th, 2025. Thank you so much for choosing us for your local news coverage this evening. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam reporting. The Jasper Police Department reports that 16-year-old Allison Alvarez Lopez has been located safely in the state of New York, bringing an end to an active missing juvenile investigation that began earlier this month. Arrangements are currently being made to return her to Indiana. Alvarez Lopez was reported missing after she was last seen at her home in Jasper on Friday, December 12th. At the time she was reported missing, she was described as 5 feet tall, weighing approximately 130 pounds, with brown eyes and black hair. Her clothing, vehicle, and destination were unknown, and investigators indicated that she may have been with a male subject identified as Oscar. Authorities say the juvenile was located through a coordinated investigative effort involving the Jasper Police Department, the Washington Police Department, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and the Indiana State Police Fusion Center. Law enforcement officials credit interagency collaboration and information sharing as key factors in locating her and ensuring her safety. On December 22nd at around noon, a press conference was held at the DuBois County Courthouse steps to announce the results of a poll hosted by the Mid-States Update Group to research the public's opinion on the Mid-States Corridor project and to share compiled data of DuBois County residents in opposition. 18 WJTS reached out to the Mid-States Corridor project for comment on the recently released poll. We were directed to Natalie Garrett, Strategic Communications Director of the Indiana Department of Transportation, who provided the following statement from INDOT. Garrett stated potential alternatives for the Mid-States Corridor are still being studied through the federal environmental review process, with early coordination underway with industry partners. The project remains a priority focused on improving safety, regional connectivity, and economic development in southern Indiana, and they continue to seek public input as planning moves forward. To find the official statement from INDOT, you can visit our website at WJTS.tv. Emergency crews responded to a residential structure fire Tuesday morning in the town of Tennyson, according to Warwick County dispatch officials. Firefighters were called to a home at the corner of North Main Street and Paget Avenue at approximately 9 a.m. Images from the scene show heavy damage to the residence. Officials say 5 family members were inside the home at the time of the fire and were able to get out safely before fire crews arrived. One cat died as a result of the fire. Assistant Chief Jeremy Gottman with the Skelton Owen Fire Territory said the fire is believed to have been caused by an electrical issue. The incident remains under investigation and no additional information has been released on this fire at this time. The Paoli Police Department spent this past Sunday giving back to the community while also taking time to recognize one of its own during a day filled with service, celebration, and holiday spirit. Officers volunteered at the Paoli Walmart, ringing bells for the Salvation Army as part of the organization's holiday fundraising efforts. Throughout the day, officers greeted shoppers, visited with local residents, and helped spread Christmas cheer, even joining in on a few familiar holiday songs. The day concluded with the department's annual Christmas party held to honor officers and their families and to recognize the dedication and service shown throughout the year. During this event, K-9 Officer Dylan White was named Officer of the Year. The department cited White's professionalism, commitment, and leadership as key reasons for this honor, noting that his experience and work ethic stand out well beyond his years of service. The department also recognized Els on Elm for providing the meal for the evening, thanking the local restaurant for its food, service, and continued support of local law enforcement. Paige Martin has been named the 2025 Dispatcher of the Year by the Tell City Police Department, an honor reserved for employees who consistently go above and beyond in service to the community. The award is the department's highest internal recognition and is chosen by fellow employees after evaluating performance of duty, organizational philosophy, demeanor, and self-improvement. Department leaders say Martin stands out among her peers for her reliability, professionalism, and commitment to public safety. The 23-year-old Martin, daughter of Wendy and Brock Nugent and Rich Martin, is a 2021 graduate of Perry Central Junior-Senior High School and has worked as a dispatcher with the Tell City Police Department for about 4 years now. During that time, she has become a trusted voice in the communications center and a steady presence during both routine calls and critical incidents. Her dedication was perhaps most evident during one of the most difficult nights in recent memory for Perry County. Martin was on duty as a dispatcher the night Heather Glenn was shot and killed in July of 2023. As emergency calls flooded in, Martin was also grappling with personal fear and uncertainty. Glenn was a close friend and Martin's boyfriend at the time. Now her fiance was working at Perry Central Hospital alongside Glenn as the situation unfolded. Despite the emotional toll and the chaos of the moment, Martin remained focused on her responsibilities, helping coordinate response efforts while maintaining composure under intense pressure. Department officials say that night underscored the often unseen challenges dispatchers face as they manage crises affecting both their community and their own lives. The Tell City Police Department says Martin's professionalism, compassion, and ability to perform under stress made her a clear choice for Dispatcher of the Year. A prayer vigil will be held in early January to mark 1 year since Orange County Sheriff's Deputy Zach Andrew was seriously wounded while performing his duties. The Orange County Sheriff's Department is inviting the public, members of law enforcement, and community supporters to attend a prayer vigil on January 3rd at 3 p.m. at the Springs Valley PE Complex. The vigil is intended to provide a space for prayer, reflection, and unity as the community remembers the events that unfolded 1 year ago and the recovery that followed. Deputy Andrew was shot during a traffic-related encounter in January of last year, an incident that prompted a large-scale law enforcement response and drew widespread attention across the region. In the hours following the shooting, many residents closely followed developments as the deputy underwent emergency medical treatment. He survived the shooting and has spent the past year focused on recovery and healing. Sheriff's officials say the anniversary is difficult but also meaningful, serving as a reminder of Deputy Andrew's strength and resilience. They say the vigil is an opportunity to uplift Deputy Andrew and his family, along with fellow deputies and first responders who were affected by this incident. According to a recent report released by Governor Mike Braun on Monday, Indiana tourism surged past pre-pandemic levels in 2024, delivering impressive numbers for visitors, spending, jobs, and tax revenue. The report shows tourism continues to be a major engine of economic growth across the state, supporting more than 210,000 jobs and generating billions in spending to strengthen local communities and main streets. Key findings from the 2024 report include 83 million visitors traveled to Indiana in 2024, a 1.9% increase from the previous year. $16.9 billion in visitor spending, up 4.7% and fully recovered to pre-pandemic levels. $203 spent per visitor, a continuing upward trend from previous years. $3.2 billion in tax revenue is generated, including $1.4 billion in federal, $1.1 billion in state, and $740 million to local. More than 210,000 full and part-time jobs are supported by tourism statewide. Business travel surged 10% as both group and transient segments rebounded. International travel grew 4.7%, continuing its positive trajectory. And for every $1 spent by visitors, 65 cents stayed in Indiana's economy. You can read the full Rockport Analytics report on our website again at WJTS.tv. According to a public opinion survey conducted by Purdue University's Department of Forestry and Natural Resources and DJ Case & Associates, Hoosiers support a balanced approach to forest management of woodlands in Indiana. This includes managing forests to support biodiversity, environmental benefits, outdoor recreation, the production of wood products, and protection against wildfires. The survey follows a similar study conducted by the same organizations back in 2009. 80% of respondents value forests for recreation, biodiversity, and environmental benefits, and most respondents also support tree harvest for forest health to support biodiversity and protect against wildfires, insects, and disease. A second report conducted compares the 2024 findings to those of the 2009 survey, which notes a shift from the broad ecological concerns expressed in 2009 towards specific concerns about land use changing and development. Perceptions of wildfires or unplanned fires as a threat remain stable, but concern over use of planned or prescribed fires for forest management declined significantly from 2009. Perceptions of insects, diseases, and the spread of non-native plants and animals remained largely unchanged. A link to the full survey results for 2024 and 2009, as well as the reports comparing these two surveys, can once again be found on our website. And finally, with AAA predicting that at least 109 million travelers hitting the road across the U.S. this year for the Christmas holiday season, and more than 2.5 million of those from Indiana, INDOT urges motorists to plan ahead, travel safely, and drive sober. AAA expects the busiest travel days to be this weekend after Christmas from Friday, December 26th through Sunday, December 28th, with heavier traffic between 11 a.m. and 8 p.m. on those days. INDOT states traffic restrictions related to maintenance or construction are expected to be minimal outside of longer-term projects. To see current road closures and restrictions, you can view traffic cameras as well or plan your route. You can visit 511in.org or download the INDOT TrafficWise app on your mobile device. If travelers do encounter issues on the roads, INDOT also notes the Hoosier Helper Safety Service Patrol, sponsored by Geico, will be active this holiday season statewide. The purpose of the program is to help keep interstates safe, provide traffic control and minor medical care at crash sites, and offer limited roadside assistance like changing a tire. Drivers in need of assistance from a Hoosier Helper should contact INDOT customer service by phone at 855-INDOT-4U, or that is 463-6848. And that has been your Christmas Eve news right here on 18 WJTS. Next up is your weekend weather forecast.